two fittings. You know, you're like itchy back and you just can't reach it. You need a back scripture.
Trying to get this set up correct. Also, got the Soul Kitchen Boys on at the start. That light's a bit intense. How's that? Nah, I'm not sure about that. Still ain't set up the proper backdrop or anything, so you got all types of stuff in the background here. But we will be doing the live L's. Tight Booth SB Dunk. I'm not even that fast on them. I just want to continue the rain. Oh yeah, the thumbnail. What's it look like on your side? I feel like they give me, when I'm watching this myself, they give me a pretty bad like version back. I don't know. Let's have a look on the phone. Trying to get all the lighting right. I didn't fuck around with the background. I should have, but we never got there. Let's have a look. It doesn't look too bad. It just looks heaps distorted and everything on this side, but like what they show me is completely different to what is delivered. I don't know. But how you been, bro? What have you been copping? I feel like you've been going back in the catalog. Haven't won from sneakers since the Huff drop, where they delivered to the wrong address, returned them, and gave me a refund rather than resend L City. Damn, son. I actually walked into Supply Store and just like I used to do quite often. I don't get down to Sydney as much, even though I was there on the weekend. And the manager there would always be like, yo, what do you got in my size? And he just had the Half Dunks sitting there. I think the black and white one was San Francisco. I got them ones. And they're cool, man. I think I managed to get them in the 10, not the 10.5, but they didn't have the puffy tongue, so it didn't matter. Big news if you did or didn't check out the latest episode. Foot Locker's paying attention to my videos, which is crazy. Nothing new, bro. All old releases for me. Hoping for a W on a pair of the 3-point lime 3s tonight on an auction. Lime 3s. I don't even know. It's point line. Yeah, okay. Yeah. When they did the white cement with that, I remember them coming out and just not even knowing how to get them. They just seemed super limited. They may have dropped at supply at the time, but I don't think I was up on them at the time. I actually got a pair that you've got on the way. I got it through eBay. I was talking on the Soul Kitchen live tonight that I had what I consider a grail on the way. And you know me, man, I don't pay resale or anything like that. Let you know in 5 minutes. And I managed to get like super under retail. I feel like it was VNDS, but no box, which, you know, not the greatest, but I put my stuff in like drop boxes anyway, drop fronts, and I got no room for boxes, the ones that I do keep. So hoping for a W on the Aprils for sure. Grew up skating Riverside when Shane Nugget was shredding around. Oh, you know Shane for real then. Shane O'Neill's one of my favorite skaters. I'm actually wearing the Uto shirt at the moment. I hope they do a similar pack with the Aprils. I wish I could have got the Utos. My local Fast Times, the manager there was like asking people so are you a fan of Yuto skating? And they were like, he's a skateboarder. Because you hear like Yuto Horigome, they're like, that just seems like a high-end fashion brand from Japan, where he's just this crazy skater kid, and he's actually on April too. He's sponsored by April, Shane O'Neill's company. So it'd be dope to get them. I'm not the biggest fan of the colorway, but I just need him because of Shane, to be honest. What else we got upcoming? I feel like, yeah, the Black Noir threes tomorrow. I won't have time to do another one of these tomorrow, but I know it's a women's release. I believe you're able to get maybe up to a US 12 in women's, but these are incredible, bro. Like Jordan 3s are my thing. The suede, it just looks like a high quality. And I've seen a review, I want to say, with wear testers, and he even got his missus to do it because they are a women's pair, and they completely sold me on them. I didn't need them, but now I do. Olive Craft for Smack Hard. I'm gonna have to disagree. You know what the Olive Craft 4s remind me of? They remind me of the spew emoji. It's the same green, bro. The original Craft 4s grew on me, the grey, but I already had like the cool grey 4s, so it just didn't seem like any point to me. But the olive ones, it's kind of like the undefeateds back in the day, but I don't like them. Me personally, I was having the conversation with one of the guys from Foot Locker today in terms of what would be more hyped versus the Olive Craft 4s or the Fear 3 and what people would prefer. And that's why there's a poll up on my Instagram page, because I was like, yo, surely it's the Fear 3s. People want the Fear 3s, not those horrible looking 4s, but I could be wrong. We'll see how the polls go. I'm curious, Law. So, do you prefer the Olive Craft 4s over the Fear Pack 3s, or you're just keen for both? Because I know you'll be on the Fear Packs for sure. What do we got? 1 minute till this goes. I better make sure there's some money in my account. I saw I've done that before too, where I've done this and then there was just no money in my account. All right, we're good. I feel like they charge postage now on this shit too. Come on, what is it? I'll let you know how it goes as well. Good luck, man. Are you going for the tight booth like right now as well, or just the April joints later on? I'll be honest, these look like a fancy panda with like checker plate on them. But we got to keep this L streak alive. I don't even know what tight booth is. I can't even exit out of that. Let's Google what tight booth is. Is it a tight booth? Maybe it's something to do with hip hop. All right. I Googled tight booth and it comes up with, I want to say, Japanese writing. There's a shop. Is it a sneaker store? It's a skate store. Well, that's better. At least it makes sense. It is a skate store in Osaka, Japan. There you go. They do shoes. Let's see what shoes they got. Footwear. Where's footwear? Would it be an other? Okay. The only footwear I can see on here is like some Clark Gable type joints. Is that a yep? So you going for these as well, or just the April joints? Oh, it's 10:01. All right, what do we want? 10.5. Buy these. $209.95. They are charging me postage. What we got in the account? 202. I better put some more in. It's gonna be funny one of these days. We're gonna do this, and we actually get a win. You know what I mean? Like, I'm cheekily putting it into the universe. What do you mean? That's my card. This card can't be verified. Maybe I did write the wrong one. If you buy as many sneakers as I do, yeah, there we go. I was writing the wrong CVC. Going in both pro will most likely skate them. $200. Greedy. This is a collab. I believe prices of SBs have gone up. I think collabs are now 200. Actually, I thought they were 190. I don't know. I feel like they were like 150, 160 for a normal SB. They've gone up to about 170. And other joints are like between 190 and 200. It is. It's greedy that a $200 shoe that's still charging you shipping, which I understand for one reason, that they're coming all the way from Netherlands, but at the same time, send some stock to Australia. Like, that's not our fault that you want to have an international hub of shipping. I don't know. It's 15 minutes from what I remember. Yeah. What size did I go for? Fuck, I hope I grabbed the wrong one. Right one? I think I went the wrong one. I think I went 10.5 women's. That would have sucked. Oh, come on, not this again. You've bought as many sneakers as I have. You know your details completely off the top. Oh, where we at? So 11 minutes to find out if we got the L. Oops, something went wrong. An error occurred. Click here to try again. Right now. Oh, shit. It's just like nothing there now. You can't even click on a size. There's still 11 minutes. They got 4.5. Man, if I've done a women's 10.5 and I actually win, I'm going to be so mad. It'll probably take ages to dish out a refund too. Wonder if I got an email saying I'm in the draw. It's been so long since I've done anything on sneakers that I don't even know what they do anymore. We got a junk email? No, we got nothing. All right. Now we play the waiting game. For those of you who did not hear on the latest episode, we are, in fact, on the radar of Foot Locker, which is crazy. Foot Locker Australia. They even commented on the latest episode, which is nuts. It's all small steps, baby steps even, getting to a point. I mean, my goal initially was like 1,000 subs. I think we're almost at 600. There's things I could be doing to get us up there closer, spend a little bit of money, that sort of thing, but it's all organic. That's how I've been doing it, and that's what's been working. So why not? We at 14 minutes. "13 minutes. Everyone seems to be wanting to message me as soon as I went live. But yeah, exciting that Foot Locker are paying attention to my channel. Exciting that they're commenting, they're making it public that they're messing with the channel. And look, there was talks that if the opportunity comes up and it makes sense, you never know. You never know. I don't know how often they do events like that in Sydney because obviously most of their marketing and Nike's marketing is based in Melbourne, but they actually fought to have that event in Western Sydney. And to me, it would have made no sense at all if they did it in Melbourne. Like, it's not a Melbourne shoe, that's a West Sydney shoe. But we have 13 minutes. No. What am I saying? 8 minutes. Is it 10 minutes or 15 minutes they do now? I can't even remember. We got to see if, for one, is it a continuous streak of losses on sneakers, and for two, did I accidentally hit a women's 10.5, not a men's 10.5? That's insane. I surely hope not, but you never know. How's the volume on the mic? Because I've got this little indicator here at the bottom, but it's only like going 1 to 2. We go a little bit higher. Yeah, is that better? Still only going like 1 to 2. I can hear myself better now, though. Guess that's good. Who else has gone in for the Tight Booth SB dunks? Let me know. I'm not even that fussed on these, I'll be honest. I feel like the checker plate white sort of bit might be nice, a little bit reinforced on the toe. So if you were to skate these, I feel like that'd be better. For me, I'm looking at the tongue right now. It looks like a normal type tongue, not an SB tongue, similar to what the half dunks did. So you may not need the half size up like you would usually do in an SB dunk. What do we got? 6 minutes. I hate how you can't zoom in on pictures on Nike anymore. You used to be able to zoom in and see the real details. I don't know. Maybe the more I look at these, they're growing on me. But and the fact that it's Type Booth is a Japanese skate store. It's not just some random brand attaching themselves to an SB Dunk. That's kind of cool. But like I said, when I did look them up, the only shoes I had was like some Clark Gable joints with the little bow ties on the tops and that. What else is coming up? Is it me? Like, look at the launch calendar. Is it me? Does those Air Force One winter joints just look like a real cheap Travis Air Force One? You know, the one that came with like the foreskin on it? The wheat dunks, they're already sitting at fast time. Yeah, the what do we think? The off noir. I think it might sit. I'm hoping. If it does sit initially, then I'll be able to use like one of my 10% codes on it. But how we looking? 11, so 4 minutes. What do we got in stock? I feel like everything is sitting at the moment. Although I'm looking at the in stock and the Tight Booth comes up. That's crazy. But now it's saying sold out. So who knows? In stock. Damn. There is still a full size run by the 14 in the Royal Reimagined. Now, shoes can sit in store. That happens, but to sit on sneakers, that's crazy. I don't know how many pairs there were of these, but that's crazy. A lot nicer in hand, I will say. A lot nicer in hand. Saw them when I was in Sydney over the weekend. What else is sitting? Those footscapes are always going to sit. That's the dumbest shoe I've ever seen. Femeros, not the best colorway. It's this Alpha Force. Yeah, Alpha Force. Got most sizes up to a 14. Is that a women's shoe? I don't know. I feel like that joint there needs to be a high. Neapolitan 11s, only up to a 12 women's, which is a 10.5 men's initially, anyway. Size 11 is the biggest at the moment. They look all right, but I don't know, not for me. 11's really, they're one of those shoes that look really good in person. Just, I don't know, I can't see myself ever wearing them. Blue suede 5s or navy suede 5s. We got full size in them. I reckon we will. In a 5. No. 7 to 10. So bigger sizes are all done in them. People, it's got a really nice suede on them. Seeing close up details on that. What else? Man, the satin bread's still sitting. Damn, full size run in them too. Size 5 to 12, so 10.5 men's. That's what's crazy with Foot Locker. They do all these women's pairs that they know men are going to get, but they only go up to a size 11. If you're a smaller foot, no problem, but Mauve, Mauve, is that how you say Mauve? The Mauve 2s in the women's, right up to a 12. Yeah, I feel like 12 is a decent, go up to a 10.5 essentially. I mean, it fits me, so that's probably why I'm saying that. That's not a bad looking shoe, but it's one of them ones where I'm like, I don't really need it. I feel like that's most shoes that are dropping at the moment. I don't know what's happening to the Nike site. It's dying, sniped by $3 at the end. Damn, that's brutal. Was it Micah? Is this the great revenge of Micah? After you sniped him? Damn, what is going on with the Nike website? There we go. Just like froze. Red Cement 4s. Surely not. Nah, only the kid sizes. I hate when they do that. They'll have like in stock and then they'll show like, what do we got for? You got men's, GS, PS, toddler, and it shows all 4. So you think all 4 have got sizes. No, it's just the tiny ones. Show just the tiny ones. Got a restock on the Black Gum Light Brown SB Dunks, the GR SB Dunks. Finally, resellers have realized that these are just going to keep restocking. And I was able to get a pair of 10s. They're probably a little small. If I want to, I can get a 10.5 right now. Maybe I'll do that if I don't hit these tight booths. What are we looking at? 160. So I've already got them in a 10, but they're a little bit tight. Maybe I'll skate one, wear one. I don't know. Ollie P, hard to win Nike SB Dunks on Nike AU or any hype sneaker, period. Yeah, for real. Mine wasn't a snipe though. There was still 5 days left after I outbid him by $1. Then why is he so dirty about that? Like $1. He couldn't have financially recovered from that $1 in that 5 days. Like all this talk about this, and it was $1, and he had 5 days to do it. Shout out to Ollie too, joining. Hard to win Nike SBs. Now, you say hard to win Nike SBs, but Ollie's got every Nike SB that's come out recently. All of them. I feel like because I went away from the page, the initial page, I might have lost. Someone told me that that was a thing too, and I keep forgetting. I don't know. We'll have to wait for the results. Plus, even if I do win, I feel like I accidentally went in for 10.5 women's. Most were resell though. Okay. See, that's where we differ. I refuse to pay resell. Even when I went to that event, the Good Kid event, they hit me up and they said, "Oh, you know, thanks for coming through and shooting content and all this. And if we can ever look after you, we will." And then I'm like, "All right, I need some lost and founds." And then they said, "Oh, you know, what we do is we take off our part and just whatever the seller was selling it for, because it's all consignment." I'm like, I don't pay resale, bro. Like, they did a size swap for me on the grey SB dunks, and I was thankful for that. But yeah, that's as far as that's going. Good dude, Lachlan, real nice. But like, yeah, me personally, I don't pay resale. There's enough sneakers in this world, and I've already got too many as it is. Like, I've got way too many for the amount of space that I have that I've allocated to sneakers. It's getting to the point where I'm thinking about doing, like, when I set this up properly, I've been saying that for ages, for streaming, I'm probably going to have a display here just so I've got more sneakers. I can spread the sneakers around. I don't know, just so it's easier. Maybe I'll put like the heat out here. I don't know. But even like I've got like this shelf that's sitting in an area of ones that I'm trying to get rid of, and that, like, I remember a girl come over and she's like, "Oh, you do have a lot of sneakers," and that was just the ones I'm getting rid of. I'm like, "Oh, no, 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 that's not the collection." When she saw the collection, she's like, "Oh, you've got a problem." Call it what you will. Okay, I feel like we should have emails by now. Has anyone got an email yet? Let's refresh. Nothing. Ollie's got one of my favorite Nike SB dunks to come out. We are talking about earlier, the Yuto Horogomis. How much did you pay for the Yutos, Ollie? That's a pair that I considered thinking about paying resale for. Just because it's such a nice shoe. I'm such a Yuto fan. Like, that's why I literally have the shirt on right now. The shirts were dope. I think the shirts were like $70. Crazy how much things are at the moment. But yeah, we still keep buying them. So heavy duty quality though, I gotta say. This is just saying sold out. I'm gonna take it as an L. They take any money from me? No money taken. That doesn't mean anything though. However many processes you're going through, still in stock at Fast Times, the Uto tees. Yeah, I got them on my local Fast Times. How crazy is the corn merchandise, man? The quality is insane. Yeah, 100%. That corn t-shirt, that's again like another really expensive t-shirt. I think it was like, fuck, how much was it? And I couldn't get the shoes initially. I tried checking out and it kept saying, "No, the shoes aren't available. The shoes aren't available." You know how Foot Locker's website glitches out with sizes. Let's have a look. Foot Locker Australia. I feel like I paid like $80 and then $10 postage, so $90 just for the t-shirt, and then had to do a separate order for the shoes when I actually got it. Where is it? I feel like I'm remembering correctly, but the quality of the t-shirt, like heavy duty quality. Yeah, $80 plus $9.09. Wait, what are they saying? $80.91 plus $9.09 makes $90. I don't know how that works, but expensive t-shirt. The shoes are crazy. I don't know where I'm ever gonna wear them. The shirt is crazy, but I'm digging this. Like, we're going back to like heavier quality t-shirts. My only problem is it doesn't need to be that expensive. Like, you're charging us 30, $40 for like something that costs $1. If it's costing $5 to make, can we like do it 50, 60? I don't know. Zoli's still here? I want it. Oh, and on eBay ended up being $570 after a discount. Cop Utos fast time only, crazy come up. Fuck yeah. Do we cop dubs or come on, bro? This is called copping L's. Why would we cop a dub for when we can cop an L? Nah, I ain't got an email yet. So the thing with fast times is, right, I now have a fast times within, I want to say, half an hour on my joint. So I want to do the in-store pickup because obviously that's heaps better. But there's such a small allocation of that. And the only time I've ever won on fast times is the online drop, which just to me seems like it must be a bigger allocation. I don't know. I feel like you should be able to go in both and only win one of them, if that makes sense. But you kind of don't want to open them. Which one? The email. Yo, the Ninja Turtle shell toes must cop. The blister pack is a huge win. The blister pack is crazy. Reminds me of the old school Bapesters, but obviously, like, it's a shell toe, one of the greatest shoes of all time. For me, I don't really like the colorway, but I can already see the hype happening because I've had like people that work at Foot Locker that know me hit me up for information about them. So they're obviously crazy. I think they're coming out 2024. So we'll have to see. Honestly, I think they'll be a lot easier to cop than the corn pack. And I managed to get both pairs in the corn pack. So I will probably purchase, if they got other colorways, maybe. But I'll probably purchase the clothing more so than the shoes, if I'm honest. But yeah, I can see Ollie wearing the Ninja Turtle shoes for real. That's what I remember. Was it the squishy, the Simpsons squishy shoes? They reminded me back in the day of a Ninja Turtle shoe. I think that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, yeah, like the green superstar squishy. They might even still be in stock. I know they dropped down to $75, but that reminded me of a Ninja Turtle shoe back in the day. Because for me, like Ninja Turtles, I think of the '90s cartoon. I think of like the '90s movies, the 2000s anime. That latest one, I need to hear it in the chat. Like, who enjoyed that latest Ninja Turtles movie? For me, the hand drawn shit is just hard to watch. I hate it. I hate it. The Miles Morales did it really well in the first one. In the second one, they just seemed to go over the top for over the top sake. I didn't enjoy it, but yeah, I don't know. I couldn't watch it. I've got it here. I downloaded it and I don't like it. Last time I won on fast times was the Sean Clive at Christmas dunks. Well, that's a huge win. For me, I never liked the look of them, but I know they're worth crazy amounts. So it depends where you're at with that. For me, I just gotta like the shoe. Biggest fast times dub for me is the Haritos dunks, and also my last dub. So for me, what was my last win on fast times? Last win on fast times was the orange lobster SB dunk, so I can't be mad. It was, actually, it's weird because what's that? Last year, I've said this a million times. I hit on everything last year, even if I didn't give a fuck about it. Which the orange lobsters, I was like, I don't really care that much about all the hype, and it's a bright orange shoe. I don't really care that much about it. And then I went. The lost and founds, I wanted. So maybe I should have I don't know, maybe the within equal their raffle system, right? It's meant to be the more you lose, the more likely you are to win, right? So because I won the fast times orange lobsters on equal, is it like, okay, that's a huge win, so you're not going to win for a while, and then I didn't win the lost and founds? I don't know, because in the Melbourne event, I come close to trading my lobsters for the lost and founds with some cash on top. So all the colorways are the same, but the Dubre, however it's spelled, is different with the mask colors. Okay, I need to look that up. And is it a mystery? Is it like a blind box type thing? Because that would be cool. That might have my interest. I feel like half the reason I like the X-Men, obviously there's a couple of colorways that I prefer over the others, but the reason why I like them so much is the blind box feel. Like it could be anything. Man, that box is crazy with the original comic strip on the back. Now I'm seeing this here, right? And it's got red stripes on the side, red Dubre. Does that mean like Leonardo will come with a blue stripes on the side and the blue Dubre, but it's the same shoe? Because as much as I enjoy that, I do feel it's a little lazy. I just worked out that equal stands for equal. Oh my god. Welcome to the future, bro. I don't know what to say about that. You're all good, bro. Come on, man. We've all done some shit like that. We got anything from Nike? Anyone got a confirmation email or an L? Just give us our L. Put us out of our misery, Nike. Where was that? Adidas. Let's go back to that for a second. Up close, I got to say, this is like the most in-depth photos I've seen. What's this on Complex? I've only really seen stuff on Instagram. The green leather looks really, really close to what I imagine a Ninja Turtle skin would look like. Then the shell toe, which is synonymous, the superstar has the shell toe. It is a shell toe, but a different type of shell. It's like the Ninja Turtle shell. Okay, the more I'm looking at this, the more I probably will need it. I don't like the colorway so much, but I've got to appreciate these a little more now. Even the insoles with the pizza toppings back in the day, like that looks similar to when you got one of them had, maybe it was like a vehicle, but it had pizzas that it would shoot at each other. Each blister pack is individually for each turtle. Yeah, the stripes will change also. Sorry. Okay, so does that mean you can change them like back in the day with the Addy colors? You remember how you can pull them out and put whatever colors you want into them? Or is this they'll just have the different colors? Like you'll be able to buy the red, the green, the red, the blue, the purple, or the orange. Obviously, it's early on because these are coming out next year, and this is probably just a sample, even though it's an 11.5. Who's 11.5? I think Welty's an 11.5. This is at Complex, but this is by Brandon Dunn. He's a 10.5, I think, from memory. 11.5. No. Is that might be Joe LaPuma. Does anyone have an L, an email from Nike? Usually, like, they start coming in by now. I don't know what's happening. They don't do that anymore. You just either did or you didn't. I'm refreshing. I ain't got nothing. I keep going back to these images on Complex. The story by, I just accidentally closed it, by Brandon Dunn. And they're not bad. They are not bad. I wonder when they're going to come out. What else is available at Adidas? I've got like, I think I had like a voucher or something on Adidas, but just there's nothing there I like. I tried to get the discount when I picked up the Corn Campus, but they were excluded apparently. Let's go collections. What do we got? Yeah, really care. Has anyone got an email? An L, a dub, nothing? This is unprecedented. I feel like it usually doesn't take 15 minutes after the draw is finished to get this. Usually it's like within the first 5-10 minutes, you start getting at least like one or two, like people saying where they're at with it. DHL delivery. Something got delivered today. Better go have a look. All right. I want to know. You can say none, but do you prefer, out of two Jordans that are coming out, would you prefer the Olive Craft 4 or the Fear Pack 3? The Fear Pack for me is a pair, like when I'd look up all these Jordan 3 colorways, because the Jordan 3 is one of my favorite silhouettes. When I'd look them up, that colorway has always been crazy to me. I was looking on eBay and almost pulled the trigger a few times on them. There's a couple of pairs now that even are still decent prices, but them re-releasing them says to me I don't really need to. But would you prefer the Olive 4s or the Fear Pack 3s? Let's not go none or both. Let's go one or the other. Like you can only get one. I'm just curious. I'm gonna run this information back to my guy. Olive 4s from Oliver. Well, that's just bias. 3s because the best Jordan silhouette. Fear 3s. I've been going hard in the paint on 3s, so why stop now? All right. I agree with both those statements. I can see Oliver wearing the Olive 4s more than the Fear 3s. I feel like the Fear 3s should probably have dropped in Halloween. Like that would have made more sense to me. But they might have missed the boat with that. You're going for the Donatellos. Okay. I feel like I can never choose my favorite Ninja Turtle. Like for a while there, it's Raph. Then it was Michelangelo. Then it was Leonardo. I don't think it was ever Donatello, but it's definitely between those three. If I'm going wearable colors, I'm probably going Leonardo. I'm going to need all four. Sheesh. Let's hope they're not 200 plus because it's a collab. Looking at the in-depth photos, I don't know if you guys have seen them on Complex. Let's go back to that. They look incredible. What have you guys done to me? The green leather just looks, it reminds me of the 90s movies. Like that looks like it would be their skin. And the fact that they got the shell toe, but it's like the 1.5 shell for the shell toe. Say that 3 times fast. That's crazy. I like the way the Adidas logo is on the back. It reminds me, if you have a look and scroll down how the comics are kind of written. If you have a look at like their words and everything, it's all that black and white, but not perfectly drawn. And that kind of seems like how the Adidas logo is on the back too. It's very interesting. I hope there's like something random from this pack though. I hope there's like a Master Splinter or a Shredder or an April O'Neil, something that's a little bit different to what they've done here. That's just dope as hell. Because while I appreciate what they've done with these, I also feel like they're not the easiest thing to wear. For me, it's always been Raph. Okay. I feel like I'm more like Raph. So I'm very easily angered, I guess. Um, but I've also got a bit of Michelangelo there too. I like to have a lot of fun. And then like as I get older, Leonardo sort of becomes the favorite. I was thinking all four, but like Midas was saying, if it's just the stripes and the Dubre, I'm not sure if I could get four similar pairs. Well, that's another point. That's where I feel like maybe a blind box could be really cool for this because there's not that much difference between them. Donatello was the smart one and always chose him in the game because he had a long stick. Long stick has a longer draw though. That's some martial arts for you. It's the individual blister packs with each turtle on them that makes me one or four. Let's have a look at that. Where's that blister pack? All right, top corner. You got Raph. I wonder if there's going to be a different. Okay, that's without the blister on it. I wonder if it's going to be a different pose if it's the other ones because even like this is like the old comic drawn Raph, so you can't see much of a difference. You could literally just change the color of his headband. You know what I mean? You can't even see the way he's posing. You can't see on the belt if it's the M or the R or whatever. So, you know, like later on, there was a point of difference. Like they're all slightly different colored and, you know, they looked a bit different. I think even the toys, they were different. Yeah, long reach. But he was the slower one. He was the slower one. Okay. Bro, if we don't get an email soon, this might just be a total L. Is Matt Allen still in here? I think he was the only other person that went in for it. Man, I have to start reading the news or something if this doesn't come through. I mean, it's not a good sign, but if you guys haven't checked it out too, we did a video that dropped today. 25th anniversary of the TN Air Max Plus tuned air, and got the shoes, did an in-hand review, and then wore them to this exclusive event you had to RSVP for. And what's crazy is there was people from Foot Locker there, and they were already watching the channel. They saw the video where I was hypercritical of them, and they said my energy was authentic. I didn't say anything that was incorrect, and they had to take it on board, and they were going to run it up the ladder, the things I was saying. So, man, that's interesting. That's very interesting. And if you have a look at the comment section, I ain't talking shit. Foot Locker official ANZ page commented on the latest video too. So that's crazy. Did the EtherKey deal as well. Great video, the TM one. Thanks, bro. It's crazy going to Guildford. I ain't been there since mid to late 90s, maybe. And I drove around a little bit looking for where my dad used to live, but I couldn't see it. I couldn't I couldn't even find the Bulls. I could have Googled it to be fair, but I was on a tight schedule, even though I spent like 3-4 hours at the TN event. And what's crazy too, like the Foot Locker guys were saying that they were in the TN Talk group on Facebook, which is the one that Tim is an admin for. He runs that group, and it's by far one of the largest sneaker groups in Australia. And they're constantly talking about, quality improvements and all this. And Foot Locker themselves are paying attention to it in terms of colorways that people want retro. Same sort of thing. I've noticed where people have randomly talked about colorways, and then not that long ago they're coming out. I wanted to head to Chadstone to grab the book today, but got stuck at work. Yeah, I heard someone said that in Sydney and Melbourne they dropped the book at certain stores. I don't know. I got the book. I haven't opened it yet. I don't know. It's one of them things. Do I keep it sealed? Do I not? Who knows? I don't think we're getting anything on this. We've been on here for 50 minutes. There's nothing really else to talk about except for how much I want the Fear 3s. I did mention I've got what I would consider a grail coming. Pair of Jordan 3s from eBay, well under retail. The size may be an issue. Slightly different to what I would usually get, but outside of that, there's nothing really coming out. Outside the Fear 3s, Noir 3s, April SB Dunks. I don't think there's anything else really coming out that I'm keen on. Drop some releases that are coming out, or maybe we check out a calendar. I feel like Goat's calendar is always good. Of course, if you Google goat calendar, a calendar of baby goats will come up. All right, here we go. We want 2023. What the fuck is coming up? Accept all cookies. I hate cookies. All right. I'm looking at all the things that have come out since September 2023. And anything that I like within here, I already have. Except for the Born and Raised. I wanted them. All right. We're getting to November. Can someone please explain to me the appeal of the Cactus Plant Flea Market Air Fleet 2? That ain't the first one. Terrible. Crocs cowboy boot. Fuck me. A cold wall. TN. They're interesting. I saw the blue pair at the event. October. Why is this going down? This is November. You got the black off-white. No, I feel like they already come out. Man, this is off its head. Upcoming releases. Change it up. All right, here we go. I don't really see it. Oh, yeah, they're doing a Sean Witherspoon Adidas pair. Man, that's going to end up in the... I haven't gone in the lo-fi raffle yet. I feel like I've never won on lo-fi. So I'm just going to stick to Fast Times, bro. I'll be honest. What do we got? The Sean Witherspoon Gazelle Indoor Green Hemp. I got to be honest. Sean Witherspoon did that MX 97/1. The concept was amazing. Colorway, I didn't like it. But everything after that has been straight bin juice, in my opinion. I feel like Ollie has a few pairs, though. Youth of Paris Campus 2000s Carbon. That looks interesting. What else we got? Armani 5s. I don't know. They're not bad. I don't have a lot of 5s, to be fair. Oh, yeah. There's a couple of different colorways in the Armani 5s. wheat 13s. Although that's not really a wheat 13. Like back in the day, the wheats was the all wheat, wasn't it? Not just the white and wheat. There's another Armagnac 5. So there's a women's version that seems a little bit different to the men's version. There's a men's version, and then there's a black version. University Blue Air Max 1. I'm probably going to need that. Unaffected Keanu 14. That looks interesting. There's 2 different colorways, 3 different colorways in that. Yeah, all right. Fear 3s, November 25th, but Foot Locker Australia on their calendar says December 2nd. MX1, keep ripping, stop slipping. They look all right. I'm not going to lie. Why does it only go up to November? Used to be able to go crazy on the timeline. Sean's Adidas collabs have been decent lately, especially with these gazelles. What's the gazelle? Is that the one we just looked at? Yeah, the gazelle indoor. Let's have a look at it. To me, it just looks like a grandma's doily. I don't know. It's got like a Christmas vibe, which obviously that's coming up. You got the green, the white, and the red. I just can't see me wearing anything like that. I need a bit more cushioning, to be fair. I might have to end it here, boys. We'll go to the hour mark. We're at 56 minutes at the moment, but I have not got any email junk. We'll check that. Nothing. Got a brand new scam from Ripper Casino. Has anyone got an email? I feel like the last time we did this was like the Olive Travis Scott. So there was a few more people in the chat that were interested in copying. Went in the draw. So we got like all types of emails popping early and later. But tell you what, I actually think the package I got today, I'm about to go check outside, was the Cause Brooklyn Nets pack. So I'm always up super late, and Nike app especially will drop random stuff just super late. And I managed to like just catch them when they dropped the new city packs and everything like that. I think I got a jersey, the shorts, and a t-shirt from memory. I could have got more, who knows. But I was like, oh, it's Cause, it's Brooklyn Nets, which is one of my teams. Obviously, Bulls were my team back in the day. And Brooklyn, I started following for the most random reason. I got drafted to them in 2K maybe 17. And this is before KD and Kyrie and all that. And I just like, it's all black. I only ever wear all black. So like, I'm like, that's my team. All right, sweet. KD, Kyrie come in and it's like, it's over. It's a wrap. It wasn't. So I've got a soft spot for both. Bulls they're always going to be in my heart. I was a huge Michael Jordan fan as a kid with books and everything. What we got here? Off-white. I know they're sold out. I feel like they're sitting though. The off-white, white and varsity maize, and it's got the Grim Reaper logo. There's something that leaked recently on, oh man, what are they called? Private Selection. And it's a black and white pair that's only one of 3, and it's got the Grim Reapers all over it. And the thing they were saying is like Nike won't release this because since Virgil has passed away, it's kind of like poor taste. But then they've also said is they started doing this Grim Reaper logo early on. He was doing it in like art displays and all this type of stuff. And it was kind of like an Easter egg letting people know that he wasn't going to be here for long. So I don't know. It's crazy that they won't do the all over print with the Grim Reaper, but on the yellow pair, they've got the smaller Grim Reaper logo on there, just on the quarter panel. Anything else? I'm looking on the front page of Nike sneakers website. Man, my Terra Squad Air Force Ones, I'm seeing them on the page right now. I got a 10.5. I'm usually a 10 to 10.5, but in Air Force Ones, they're a bit big. So I probably need like at least a 10, maybe even a 9.5. They're very big, incredible leather, but I'm gonna have to like trade them or something. I don't know. Where we at? It's 59:45. I know we're going over an hour. We didn't get an email. We didn't even get anything. I'm gonna check my bank account, see if they've taken any money. Good morning, chat from Milwaukee, Bucks country. What up, Brian? That looks like you've wrote Brian, but in an Australian accent. Brian. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I'm not sure how to say that. Good morning, bro. What is it? It's almost 11 p.m. here in Australia. We're hoping for an email from Nike to let us know if we have got the TIGHTBOOTH SB Dunk or not. But so I go into my bank account to see if they've taken any money. They have not taken any money. So I think we got another L. It's been almost an hour since the drop. Got messages coming through on here. Pronounce bro in. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't know this about Australia, we're all about a bro in. We are. We'll get the beers out, put the footy on. Football, rugby league in more southern parts of Australia, they might be watching AFL, but bro in. All right. TIGHTBOOTH raffle on fast time in 10 hours. Let's check that out. Yep, I'll say that. 9 a.m. 9 a.m. it starts. When does it finish? For the weekend? Doesn't say. To be honest, I'm not even crazy on these. I probably just jumped on to do this, but view launch details. We'll process payments by November 18th. When's that? Saturday. All right. Do I like them? Do I not like them? I feel like the checker plate would be dope because it feels like it would reinforce the shoe if you wanted to skate them. And I've been around a lot of skateboarding lately, and I feel like I might jump back on the board or something. I don't know. I don't know if I'll go in them. I might just save all my luck for the April joints because I ain't hit on an equal raffle in a long time. We're going just over an hour. I don't know. They didn't take any money. There's no email saying a yes or a no. But stay tuned for Thursday. We got the episode coming. Crazy announcements. Well, we've made announcements already, but there'll be a full in-depth thing with it. Me either, but the missus loves them. So for me, it'll be a Chrissy present. Oh, that's wholesome. We like the wholesome content. Yeah, do another episode on Thursday. And I think I'm backed up for a couple. I've spoken to a couple of people about collection videos. I haven't done one of them in a while. There's a guy I met on Saturday who wants to do a collection video. We've also got someone that I feel like a few people within the Sydney sneakerhead sort of community know. I saw a crazy photo of his sneaker room, I guess. I don't even know, bro. Like that looked insane. Hit him up and he said, when I'm finished curating it and getting it ready, I'll let you know. You come showcase it for your channel. So I was like, let's do that. But yeah, so go check out the TN event. Even if you're not a fan of TNs, like you got to look at the dedication they put into that event. Like so many Easter eggs that if you didn't like pay attention, you would miss something. Even like they had on street signs, it said there was like one that they made and it was like no 3 stripes. You'd look around and then there'd just be randomly like crumbled airbags, like below eye level. You're never going to see it unless you just accidentally see it. All the products were individually made. Like it was nuts. Just looked like a corner store from back in the day, like a bodega in America for broing. But yeah, I'm out. We'll end this and peace.